Hi everybody, my name's Celine, and I thought I'd give you another quick review today. I don't know if you can see that, but it's Come Closer by Sara Gran. Published in 2003. Soho Press is the publisher. I'm not sure why I picked it up, to be honest. I think I saw it on some kind of list, best of most interesting horror or something. I didn't realize it was 2003. I thought it was a newer book than that, but that's okay. So the story is about this young woman. She's an architect. Her name's Amanda. And she starts having these strange dreams. And the woman in her dreams she recognizes as her her childhood imaginary friend. But the dreams get stranger and stranger and scarier and scarier. And the woman keeps telling her, "You belong to me, you belong to me." And weird things start happening, and she starts acting out in weird ways. And books about demon possession start finding her, flying off the shelves when she's in the bookstore. And she starts engaging in just random acts of violence. Like she's sitting there with her husband one night. She just puts a cigarette out on his leg. So as she starts doing more research in these awful demon books, she starts to check off checklist. Are you possessed? Could you be possessed by a demon? And the dreams continue. And it turns out that yes, she is being possessed by a demon. Now it's a female demon. And it's a demon from Jewish mysticism by the name of Nama? Not sure I'm pronouncing that right. And this is a demon who was built of the filth, and Adam didn't want her, so she went off and started making other demon babies elsewhere. And she entices men to cheat, and so that she can make her own babies. Now, luckily, Amanda never quite catches pregnant, which I think would be kind of interesting if there's ever a sequel. But it starts out, I really did have, I kind of, in my head, was comparing it to Rosemary's Baby, because there's this feeling of this urban anxiety, and how the these old ideas from Catholicism and mysticism can fit into this urban life, because we're rational. We believe in medicine and science. And if you're believing and seeing things that aren't there, you must be mentally ill. Whereas, of course, Rosemary's Baby, everybody was just gaslighting her. But and the other question where it takes kind of a really interesting turn from standard demon possession, exorcist type books is most of those books never ask if the person wants to be possessed. They just assume they don't. But this one, maybe somewhere deep down, she really does. So it plays around with a lot of these questions of what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's evil, but also desire and consent. So it's a really fun read. It's novella length, so it's a shorter book. But if you ever just want to pass away a couple hours with a really tight, well-paced possession story, Come Closer is the one you want to read. Really great job. I'll give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. There were a couple little spots, because it's a novella, there were a couple of spots that were a little bit rushed. But otherwise, it's really well-paced. There's room where there's repetition, but I think she uses that to echo an effect rather than to hammer home, to beat a dead horse or anything. The author, Sara Gran, is really quite accomplished. They call it literary, but I don't think so. I think it's pretty well paced, much less dawdling and metaphorical than most literary work is. So, yeah, the writing's tight, the pacing's good, really like the characters, definitely worth a read. Come Closer by Sara Gran. Thank you.